Hey everybody. We are going to, now that you have had an introduction to color and to colored pencil and to the layering of colored pencil, we are going to make a larger final drawing. You need to get into your kit and find the 9x12, same size as you did your last big spherical drawing on, the 9x12 manila sheet of paper. That is going to be your final drawing. Now, if you want to do some sketches on some computer paper before going to this final drawing, you can. The theme for this final drawing is going to be fall leaves. And you can look up shaded colored pencil leaves. I will also attach several examples on this Google Classroom assignment for you. Fall leaves, oranges, reds, greens, layered, browns, neutral colors. There are a lot of colors that you can bring into leaves, and sometimes leaves are actually more than just one color as they change colors. When you lay out your fall leaves composition, there is a page of leaves in your packet of information. And you can decide, you can look at some of the examples below, but I'm going to actually transfer these. I'm going to give you guys a little quick cheat since our primary objective here is to work on colored pencils. But I'm actually going to tip the camera down right now, and I'm going to color on the back of this sheet of paper with a darker pencil. You want to lay down a lot of graphite because you're going to transfer this graphite onto another piece of paper. I'm actually going to do it on the whole page so that I can just use all the leaves right now, but you could just color on the back of the leaf or leaves that you want to use. After you get a really nice graphite section laid down, you can decide how you want to place your leaves on this vinyl paper. You want to overlap. You definitely want to overlap. That's going to create depth. You can put random overlapping leaves on here. You can choose just one kind of leaf if you want repetition on here. You can put one kind of a leaf in the middle and then other kinds of leaves around it. You can create a radial design with your leaves. I'm actually going to lay out several different compositions and post them for examples so that you can see. For this one, I'm going to run some leaves off the edge of my page because remember, compositionally, you want to think about your whole page. And I'm going to press down, not so super hard that I dent in my paper, but hard enough that I'm going to transfer the graphite that's on the back of this paper right onto the manila paper. And I'm going to transfer over the veins and everything of this leaf. If you would rather free draw all of your leaves, I'm going to give you tons of choices with this. This is just for you if you find the leaf form really difficult, because I want you to be able to practice colored pencil without worrying too much about the leaf form. So I'm just kind of going over some veins now very quickly. You don't have to get every one. You can certainly add some in later. I'm going to do the stem. Okay, I can see this leaf now on my paper, and I'm going to darken these lines for you if you are watching and you can't see. You don't have to darken the leaves if you can see them well enough after your transfer. It is totally up to you. All right. I've decided on my sheet of paper, I really only want maple leaves and oak leaves because those are the main kind of tree in my yard at home. So I'm going to place I'm going to turn this all the way around so it's upside down. Rotate the directions of your leaves. And I'm going to place 2 or 3 maple leaves or parts of maple leaves coming in from the edge of your page. Run things off the edge of the page. Okay, I've got now 2 maple leaves on there. I'm now going to start adding some oak leaves in the background. I will not go over every one of the veins right now because this is a demo. Okay, I am going to place an oak leaf right here. And because I'm overlapping, I'm not even going to draw the bottom of the oak leaf on because it would go behind the maple leaf. You can also erase lines later to make things overlap if it gets confusing to you. Overlapping, overlapping, you learned it early on in your art education, and it just helps create space. Here's my little oak leaf. Oops, I lost my lines there, but that's okay. If I wanted to free draw in something and just look at this, I could draw an oak leaf over here by just observing it. You don't have to transfer. It's just there to help you. You want to fill basically this entire paper with leaf forms. And if you want to look up other leaf forms so that you are not just stuck to the 4 on the paper, you absolutely can. This is just there to help support you. In fact, I said I was just going to stick to oak leaves and maple leaves. I think for the sake of this demo, I am going to add in some leaves that are shaped like this, and I forget even what leaf this is. I'm terrible. Need to do a little more leaf research before I move on. But it's just your normal, like, spearhead shape of the leaf. And I still keep checking these negative spaces. What else needs to be there? Probably more. I'm going to take more oak leaves and put them down underneath. Layering and layering these leaves, erasing the ones that are going to fall behind so that I only have small negative spaces left. Push, push, push. Try to fit, I don't know, several leaves on your paper. Okay, now again, you can put these on your paper in a specific radial design if you want. I also wanted to show you, if you are not interested in only putting leaves down on this final paper, you guys can see my little composition there. You guys can look up other resources and change this project a little bit so that you're still using colored pencil to layer, you're still using a leaf theme, but you've made it more interesting for yourself. If you get really brave, you could have like a person or eyes popping out behind a leaf. You could even zoom way in if you want. If you want to transfer the person or trace in the same manner you did with the leaves, that would be fine. Then you still have to have skin tones to deal with, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. You could have like more of a branch with leaves hanging off of it. Like you could look up a leaf that was closer up on a tree and actually do a little scene around it if you wish. If you really want to practice colored pencil on black paper, I could hand you a sheet of black paper. That is going to change your leaf composition quite a bit. This is very realistic as well. There's lots of colored pencil layering in this. If you want to stylize your leaves a little bit more or your plant form a little bit more, you can see these are not so realistic. They are more abstract, but it would still give you the option of fading over with that colored pencil and layering it up. And it's still a great composition because it fills the entire page. So if you are more of a straightforward black and white person, use the leaves I've provided with you in the packet and create yourself a design on the paper. If you need to branch out and you feel stifled by the leaf, you can do a lot of other different things. Your brain is your limit, your mind is your limit as far as this piece of paper goes. Okay? When you are done laying out your composition, then we are going to talk about adding colored pencil. You can also do some in pencil and like one leaf in colored pencil if you want to. So you can mess around. There are a lot of different examples and different ways you can go about this project.